Okay, so here's the final build. Been running stress test now for around 5 minutes. Just to show you, CPU's at 100% use, GPU's at nearly 100% use. It keeps fluctuating because the Combustor GPU stress test can't utilise the CPU fully because of the IDA stress test running at the same time. But there we go. Basically, we've got the processor running. Getting a little toasty there. I have to watch for that. Running the mid 80s. Okay. GPU's running at 80. With the case open, the processor was running at 75 and the GPU was running at 79. So yeah, that's a bit of a disappointment. But basically there's obviously some airflow issues with this case. I might have to try putting some high speed fans in the front. You can fit two 140mm in it, but on the upside it is quiet as a mouse. So here it is under the desk. I'll be quiet now so you can hear it. There is a fan in the top up there that's basically doing nothing because got these little vents down the sides here and an exhaust at the back, but given that it's a solid top, basically very restricted in its ability to shift air out. So I might do some modification on the top to let the air pass straight through. In the front, this is quite nice by the way, I'll just show you this. Comes straight off, one piece, doesn't interrupt with your front I/O. This comes straight off like that. There you go. We've got a massive 200mm fan in the front. It's running quite nicely. It's kicking some fair amount of air there, but yeah, could be better. And alternatively, using these positions here, you can mount a couple of 140 fans in that same space. So a couple of high performance 140 fans might improve the temp situation, and it's coupled with a bit of modification on the top edge. Luckily I've got access to CNC millers and things, so I think that should come off pretty easily. Some screws here, play with that. Yeah, okay, let's see where the temps are at. Temps are holding pretty steady, 80ish for the GPU and high 80s for the CPU, so not good really, but it's definitely the airflow in the case that's the problem. So like I said, I'm going to take the side panel off now, just see how that has an effect. I mean I am running both GPU and CPU at 100% here. It's not like this would be something that you do typically. Oof, feel the hot air coming out of that. I bet the temps drop. I took the side panel off now. See what goes on. Look at the RGB LEDs, RGB RAM sticks underneath the nice beige fan. But anyway, yeah, temps are dropping slightly now. Got the CPU going to about 80. Low 80s now instead of like high 80s, and it's probably going to drop a bit further, I suspect. The CPU's come down a couple of degrees. That is severely restricted in this case, and it's drooping as well, which isn't helping. I'm going to try and... Ooh, that back plate is... bloody hell. That back plate is bloody red hot to the touch. So yeah, this thing here, it's like something you can remove. You've got a couple of thumb screws here and a couple of normal screws at the back that can come off. You can ideally you can lift that up to take the graphics card out, but it just keeps it pretty and all the cables in. But I think that's restricting airflow as well, so I might take that off, see if that helps the situation. It's not really doing anything for me. I don't have a drive on it, and I've also got the ability to put a driver at the back anyway. Yeah. So this is a Phanteks Enthoo Evolv ITX case with an MSI B450 gaming Pro or something like that. Gaming Pro AC. I don't think it's Pro, it's some other word, but gaming AC motherboard, mini ITX motherboard with a massive Noctua NH-D14 CPU cooler, a GTX 1080 MSI Gaming X graphics card, and 2 sticks of 8GB each G-Skill Trident Z DDR4 3200 RAM. Let's see what the temperatures are at. GPU's come down about 4 degrees since taking the side of the case off. I don't think there's a lot more I can do about that given the massively restricted airflow down here. So yeah, I mean the clearance is just nothing. It's like 5mm. So yeah, Phanteks, really, you should have allowed a bit more space there. The case been another 50mm higher would have been a massive benefit. And also the hole for the CPU power access in the top right corner is not big enough to get the headers of the cables through, so I've had to feed them through in the standard cable management slot to the side, which you can't really see it, but you know it's an oversight. And MSI, what the hell you were thinking, putting the BIOS reset switch right down there? I mean, Jesus Christ! You put a back fan on there. You have to take the whole PC apart to access it. That was ridiculous. I was swearing very much last night about you putting it there. It should be down here, of course, where all normal motherboards would put it, so you can access it with a screwdriver within 3 seconds instead of having to disassemble the full PC. That was a massive pain in the rear end. Bye bye.